What am I gonna call this?
Oh God, we come up with a name?
Yeah, I didn't. I should just be
shit.
Let's just call it the first podcast. Okay, we can do this.
Capital F, capital V, the first podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. Wait, do you think the microphone could pick that up? Or is that too
We'll have to
quiet
listen
out there?
back, actually.
Oh shoot.
It'll be really awkward if we can't.
It would be very awkward if we can't. Hello! And welcome to the first podcast.
The first podcast ever.
The first podcast in history recorded on this date, June the 3rd,
4th.
2019. It's the very first podcast ever, obviously, because podcasts are a very new concept.
We're like the Adam and Eve of podcasts.
Oh my goodness! Can I be Eve?
Well, yes, except for the fact we're not wearing fig leaves.
But we are naked.
I mean, yeah, that's my point. That's what I said.
So, yes. Anyway, this is the very first episode of insert title here because we realized we kind of forgot to come up with a name for this little show until we started recording just now.
Boy,
so,
when you censor that part out and put the real name in there, it's going to be a lot of dead space, I hope.
Oh, jeez. Oh, boy.
We're going to have a heck of an acronym.
You know,
whatever the show ends up calling, the acronym has to say...
I'm not playing your game. Use
God.
All right?
Oh, God, you really put a bar down there.
You're darn right I did.
There's no way I can even edit that out. Like,
it's done.
Totally
it's
impossible.
Done. It's there. It's happening.
I don't think I can cut and slip, I think they call it. I really don't know.
I played all of 10 seconds in editing software and I cried, so...
Dude, I loved your video. Not gonna lie. Is there one or two? I don't...
There's two out.
There's two. Dang it, I love your videos.
There's two, and there is more in the works, but I am terrible and a bad person.
Because you're a freaking law student. You're studying law. You are a scholar of law. You are mayor. You are law.
Well, more likely I yell at you what law is and literally throw a book at you, but...
You know, that is accurate. Speaking from experience, you see this bruise here, this contusion up here, I got a splat skull here.
Don't forget that broken toe.
That was a work accident, actually. I got workers' compensation for it.
Was it the handbook?
The
employee handbook?
The employee
The safety handbook?
It's big! What am I going to do?
Not read it. Nobody ever reads it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, but I suppose we digress.
So, we were gonna... We totally started rolling into this. We were originally kind of thinking we'd, kind of tell you what we're doing, who we are.
Yeah.
Introduce ourselves.
It would help if we knew either A, what we're doing, or B, who we were.
You know, which the law of Copernicus theory that you threw at me, that's the one that conked me in the noggin. And, dude, lights out. Dude, if I could have came up with a better one. Was Copernicus the one with the sun? That he said the Earth revolves around the sun instead of the other way around? Sure. Okay.
Sure?
Because in that case, that means the sun went out and, my lights went out because I passed out.
Now you're trying to remember who Copernicus actually was. Now it's bothering me.
Oh, this is why you never bring up facts that you aren't sure of in an internationally viewed podcast.
I am pretty sure he was an astronomer.
I'm pretty sure.
Or an astrologist.
Something like that.
He either studied real stars or fake BS zodiac stars.
He was a philosopher.
He was a philosopher. I think he was an astronomer.
Okay, isn't ancient history I don't know if that's ancient. What is
he was
ancient history. Every scientist was a philosopher.
Well, actually,
right?
Because philosophy is actually the basis of science. Mm-hmm. So literally, philosophy was the first science, and even currently, science is built upon philosophical foundations. Mm-hmm. So if you can do the science of biology, but there's also a philosophy of biology. It dives into philosophy, biology, and please don't quote me here, but it starts with the building blocks of life. It starts with cells and stuff. Where philosophy will take that stuff and be like...
The whole "don't quote me on this" is probably going to be the title of the series.
Don't quote me on this. That's my podcast name. Don't quote me on this.
Gonna BS everything.
Don't quote me.
Oh my gosh, that's not bad.
Don't quote me. The C&Z show.
The C&Z show. Actually, I was thinking, this is a podcast. We're talking to you. You guys are listening. You get the earbuds in. We're right up next to your brain right now.
I hope you're not watching me.
I thought they're gonna look through the window and listen to your voice at the same time to get the full immersive experience.
I'm putting my Speedo back on.
Oh, we're naked. That's right. That's yes. Anyway, I was thinking this could be a very personal show.
You think?
And I am willing
I'm down.
to reveal my name.
I know. I'm down.
Because unlike the Licky and Lidl show, this is not some scripted, falsely edited attempt at humor
You script that show?
Actually, no, I don't. And
Okay.
I just realized I'm completely bashing myself because I'm like the producer, the videographer, the editor, the designer, I guess, technically. I'm literally everything except the talent because I have no talent.
No, don't worry. That show doesn't have talent.
Oof. Ow. Licky Lidl, you hear that? Wait, does that like rub off on me just because you're roasting them? Does that mean I'm also getting?
Yes, but only nothing past what you've already said, so I'm safe.
Okay, that's fine because everyone knows I'm a noob.
Technically, I just agreed with you.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's a rare occurrence in this household. My God.
You are welcome.
Anyway, I am Justin, and this is my esteemed comrade,
Jacob. Or Jake. It's Jake.
You know, that's just enough dead space that I can probably edit in whatever the heck I want to. Since we've been
in this episode,
talking
Don't
about
Quote
it,
Me, we have Morgan Freeman.
you can tell, dude. I wonder if there's like vocal filters, like Snapchat
There
has all those voice
there
filters.
is audio Premiere does it. Yeah, absolutely. All right,
literally, you scroll into this bin, click the audio effects folder, click the voice like changing folder, and there's Morgan Freeman, and you just plug that in, you drop it on the clip.
Exactly, and they work great, but there's no words. It's just pictures.
Oh my God!
So you can do like there's a picture of a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Ooh.
There's a picture of Samuel L. Jackson on a plane.
Obviously.
There's a picture of God, who of course is Morgan Freeman.
Wow. Oh, there you go. Yeah. You know, there's probably even a picture of you out there, whoever you are in the audience.
That's right, Jessica. I'm talking to you.
Oh, he just got personnel. I do know a Jessica. I know two Jessicas actually.
I need
personally.
I need you to make them watch this.
Oh,
listen to this.
God. One of them would maybe that she would be my sister-in-law's sister.
Oh yeah,
is that a thing? Is that how do you?
So
there's
no correlation between you and her technically?
No, not at all.
But no, I know. But yeah, your sister-in-law's sister.
Yeah, but it's like somewhat connected to the family.
Well, especially if you're good friends with them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, small town, we're all family. I was gonna say neighbor.
I don't know if I like the way that was going. There's a lot of date space. I can put anything I want in there.
Oh no. I was gonna say neighbors, and I realized that no, I think everybody from my town comes from the same knotted bough from the same bow. How do you?
Don't quote me on this, but I think it's bow.
Okay, this is the same knotted bough from the same hickory sycamore tree.
You guys don't grow sycamore.
Cottonwood
There you
tree.
go.
And from there on, from Adam and Eve, we are all related as one. And wait, does that mean we? Does that?
Yeah.
Did we just dig ourselves into a really deep hole there?
Oh yeah.
By claiming to be Adam and Eve?
Yeah.
Like, we're the parents.
Yeah.
Or grandparents.
Yeah.
Or aunts and uncles.
Yeah.
No, wait.
Yep.
Would you even be aunts and uncles? Or would you only be grandparents at that point?
Well, it depends how deep you want to dive into the incestuous cesspool we started.
I'm going to say... What did you just say? I'm sorry. That took me a moment.
In the incestuous cesspool?
Oh my gosh. Okay,
So should we diverge a little bit or digress a little bit again?
You know, what we should do is digress. You mean like kind of introduce ourselves
Yeah,
again?
essentially.
Like, okay, so you know our names, Justin and Morgan Freeman, and anyway, like you guys, this will probably be up on the Cheeky channels. I'm assuming I'll do for a podcast.
I assume so.
Okay, again, you're probably looking at a nice background, some like simple little animated, cute little things, probably faces of us or something.
Are they chibis?
I think they're gonna be chibis.
Okay.
I'm
I'm excited for a chibi me.
Dude, I'm not a great artist.
A
Maybe
chibi me?
a chibi me.
A chibi.
Chme.
A shmee?
It's me.
A shmee.
Your boy.
Every who needs a schneed. It's from Lorax.
Oh, what? I've never heard the term schneed.
It's in the Lorax,
Is that?
I think.
Yeah. Don't quote me on this.
It rhymes with need. I think it's schneed. They're like those soft sweater-looking things.
Oh,
but they're made out of...
I can visualize. I know
but
exactly
they're made out of
what
tree
you're
wool.
talking about. Like tree wool.
That's what they are in the Lorax.
Lidl.
Lidl, we need your armor
What
trees.
kind of tree produces wool that may or may not be called Schneed?
And it's definitely fictional.
No.
You're right. The Lorax is actually
The
fact.
Lorax. Have you heard the story of Johnny Appleseed? Growing up in Nebraska, well, like it's pounded into my brain. Johnny Appleseed, the first man to go out. He invented the apple seed. He actually he genetically engineered a pomegranate seed, and he infused it with goldfish blood and a little bit of cranberry sauce. And together, he put that in the ground. It blossomed into an apple tree. But then, it was like one of those things that skips a generation. So the second generation of trees was the Schneed tree. And then after the Schneed tree grew, reproduced, if you know what I'm saying, it produced more apple trees.
Getting treaky up in here.
There you go. I couldn't think of a tree pun, but you got me. You got me, dude.
That is actually completely... That you can quote us on. That is completely factual. The only fact check I do need to make there is a seed doesn't bloom into a tree. It grows, and then the tree itself blooms. That's the only thing we have. Like,
I mean, have you seen a Schneed tree, personally?
I not in a non
I've studied them for, I'm going to say, a whole 2 minutes.
Okay,
and
that's more than me.
Dude, I've seen it. Put the seed in the ground, within a minute, it'll just pop. It's like popcorn. In fact, when it's growing, you can hear the like.
That sounds like me at a chiropractor.
Oh no! Did you blow your back out or?
Yeah, usually.
Dang. I've never actually been to a chiropractor and or masseuse. I've never gotten a professional.
We have
spa
one that we refer
day.
to as a witch doctor. She's incredible. She like
is the witch part based on her looks?
No,
or
like
on her
literally, she like
techniques?
grabs like these little vials of like milk or sugar and stuff. She'll stick them to your chest, play with your arm, be like, "Yep, you're allergic."
Oh,
I'm not even kidding.
You know that's. I never had allergies, like food allergies or anything. At least nothing serious enough to like test myself on or like get tested by a doctor or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But don't they have like? I was always under the impression because my brother has allergies, a lot of food allergies, like eggs, shellfish, milk. Like when he was younger, he was allergic to everything, tree nuts, like you name it. And
I think I saw him take a breath and have anaphylactic.
It's a constant struggle with him, and he's always carrying an EpiPen in one hand, an inhaler in the other, and what else do you do for allergies?
I smoke around him. That's just because I'm
Oh, man. He's also allergic to tobacco smoke.
He's also asthmatic.
But he's not allergic to pot, if you know what I'm saying.
All the brownies.
All the brownies.
That's how I bake them into.
Aren't you supposed to bake into a pie?
If you're a jerk.
Isn't it supposed to be a pot pie?
You win.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Anyway, I was going to say about the allergy thing. I always thought, like an allergy test, I always visualize it as just like this big board with like dozens of needles with different extracts in them. And they just like pressed this needle-ridden board into the person's back. And they take it out. They just sit there and examine their back for like 10 minutes and see if like any of the individual little puncture wounds reacted. And that means they're allergic to that thing.
That literally sounds like a medieval torture treatment. I'm not like literally identical.
Maybe our doctor was not
certified.
Licensed, certified. That's
boarded.
Yeah, in fact, he may have been my own
Hitler?
grandfather. Oh my gosh. Yeah, probably
too
though.
far?
Probably though. Oh my goodness.
So, anyways, this is our first episode of
A room with a mic.
Don't Quote Me on This. Working title.
Well, we got. I've got enough editing skills.
My name's Jacob, and this is the illustrious Justin. And we just want to figure we should start down by laying down a few ground rules of what we are and are not as a podcast.
Like we're gonna be pretty clean. Like
I make no promises.
Like I always tell myself, and like I'm like in my mind, I'm not like a raunchy humor kind of person. Like I don't find disgusting, like, you know, sexual or, like, gross, like, a bunch of cuss words. Like, just because you're swearing or saying adult things. Like, I don't find that funny.
They just have to be classy and done with innuendos.
Exactly.
But
like, I say it, like, every now and then I'll catch myself and I'm like, oh no, I found that funny. Shit.
There will be about as many sex references in these podcasts as an old school Disney movie.
Oh no.
But just as hidden.
There you go.
So we're good, right?
But yeah, we figured we just talk, just chat with ourselves, with people out there, whoever might be listening, and like it's just gonna be like a casual conversation. Nothing disgusting, nothing like. Hopefully, I mean, I'm sure eventually we might get like serious and have some like like thought-provoking discussions or like just some like controversial. I don't want it to be political.
No, we're gonna try to avoid politics for the most part. I might get a little bit here and there, but only when it's like pertinent.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to avoid anything like really like triggering. We're gonna avoid most.
Don't say that word.
Triggered.
That's too edgy for me.
No, we're gonna try to avoid anything that's like really like on that edge. You know, we're gonna avoid a lot of that stuff that people get uncomfortable with. You know, like overly sexualized. You know, bad. You know, things that are like. What's that word? Controversial.
There you go.
Controversial.
That
you know?
one.
And like a lot of swearing. We're gonna try to avoid the whole furry thing that everyone tries to make fun of.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. No, gonna keep it clean, not political, not furry, not swearing. Okay,
it's gonna be a nice clean show.
Now I gotta grab our agenda. So first thing on our agenda, cat girls. Fuck or keep them.
Before I answer that question,
is
this first episode of the podcast gonna be one of those episodes where to like call our parents and be like, hey, don't watch this one.
Hey, watch from this minute to this minute, then jump to this minute. Then
here. If you want to listen to this podcast, I'll like email you an edited, like a radio edit version, you know, so you can. Is that where that term came from? Okay, parental advisory.
It like, doesn't.
Did some rapper out there like 20 years ago just like start dropping sick beats? All of a sudden, just like throw F-bombs and like the N-word in there, and he's just like, whoa, this is. Are you gonna hawk a loogie or are you?
No, I was giving you a backup beat.
Oh, thank you. But I mean, just like calls up his mom. Is like, yo, mama, like, bro, don't listen to this song. It's parental advisory. Advise.
Yeah, no, it definitely was not like parents. We advise you to watch your kids watching this. Like it's literally parents.
It's not about the kids.
Don't.
It's about the kids' parents. It's like I wouldn't want my mother to listen to me. You know, dropping F-bomb after F-bomb after F-bomb after F-bomb after F-bomb.
That's why I'm Morgan Freeman on this channel.
Does he say F-bomb?
No, he never swears.
Oh, really?
I should be Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel Jackson.
I'm tired of singing the plane.
So, sorry for your ears, folks. There's going to be a lot of bleep outs in this episode now.
That's not a movie. That's a telegraph.
Oh, boy. But yeah, in all honesty, do you think... I would love this podcast series to be something that, like, I would love some of my family to, like, listen to this. And I think, one, they'd enjoy it. Two, I would like to show them, like... Okay, so my mom, I don't know if my dad as much, but my mom for sure has, like, watched a handful of my older videos. Like, kind of when I first started, like, for the longest time, I wasn't telling anybody. Like, I didn't tell my friends, I didn't tell my parents, like... It was me, you, Licky P, Lidl, like, it was kind of the group that knew about the cheeky channels, back then, Cheek Seeker and Lil Cheeks. So, probably a good thing nobody knew.
Oh, cringe.
Yeah, but no, I didn't tell family, friends or nothing about my videos, and, like, I just wanted it to be, like, an online thing. Like, I wanted to have, like, kind of like this extra personality. Like, I wanted to present myself to this online world, this, like... brand new community that was opened up to me, you know, when me and Licky P sat down and had this talk about, like, dude, what if we played Pokemon and put it on YouTube? Like, whoa, that'd be crazy. And so, yeah, eventually, my parents found out. I don't know if, I want to say my brother may have, like, mentioned it one time, and my mom's like, what? And I'm like, Crap. Here, I like pulled up a specific video that I knew was clean. I was like, hey, this is what I do.
Went digging for the good ones.
It took a while. It's more time than it was worth.
I remember when you were first starting out, you're like, there's going to be no swearing, there's going to be no cussing, it's going to be perfectly clean, it's going to be PG, it's going to be a great channel, I want to get all this stuff that, make it sure nice and clean and be a great, great family-friendly video. And after like a month of that, you're like, fuck it.
And then the Imperial Army decided to slaughter me, my Stormcloak ass, over and over and over and over and over. Oh, I was...
What?
Wrong Imperials. I was referring to Skyrim, not Star Wars. Would that be a nice crossover?
Hey, did someone steal a sweet roll?
Someone steal a sweet roll? Oh, that's a big hammer. Oh, man.
Looking to deal some damage?
No, actually, it's just for show. It's... like, there's so many people with ornamental weapons. I will admit, my brother gifted me a very nice dagger that... is literally impractical. I'm never going to use it. Like, one, it's too fancy to use. B, I say one and B, crap. And B...
Don't quote me.
It's like, what am I going to use a dagger for? Like, I have a pocket knife to use for dirty crap, but, like, I'm not going to just whip out a fine dagger and slit it between the crack of your ribs, you know?
I'm just grabbing a note here to send to the cops.
No,
just in case it turns out.
He's actually pulling out his phone and writing on something, so... And is that actually a stylus for your phone? You can just...
Yeah.
Is that just the home screen? Or the lock screen?
If you pull the pen out, it automatically does that.
Really? Can you, like, save that as a note, then?
Yeah, right there.
Dude, that's so nice.
See, now if I draw this, now it's a haunted face.
Oh, that's what it is. It's definitely not a... insert random...
Yeah!
Okay! That's what we were trying to avoid. Anyway.
Sorry, like I said, hidden as much as Disney hid theirs.
But no, actually, I'm going to add to that. I used to, back in the day, like, I'd open up Snapchat and do that kind of stuff, because I didn't have an app on my phone to, like, doodle on. So I'd open Snapchat, like, and just, like, take a picture of, like, a black screen and just, like, write. Like,
people still do that with Snapchat.
Oh, yeah? Just, like, save in the camera roll for a note. And then I look back and I'm like, oh, I had a test yesterday. Shit.
I get the same thing, but usually just my calendar. I'd be like, my calendar start beeping. I'm like, oh, I have a notification. Snooze. 2 days later, what was that notification? Oh, that was my doctor's appointment.
Oh, I am never going to get this polio cured. Crap.
I thought we were going to avoid politics.
Shoot, I'm sorry.
Vaccinate your kids!
We're not getting into that one. Maybe we could.
There's nothing to get into!
Do you want them to die at the age of 12? Because I don't want your kids to die.
I'd rather you... just vaccinated them.
I want your kids to have a healthy...
Prosperous?
Thank you. I was thinking, like... I wanted to say, like, ever-long, evangelical... Evangelical...
You need to have a long, evangelical, holy life.
And speaking of not bringing up controversial politic, religion, all that good stuff, all right,
we broke our first 3 rules. Now about those cat girls.
Oh no, I never did. This is one of my big flaws in like talking for like a show. You know, like a lot of my like playthrough, like Let's Play episodes. I'll start talking about something, get super distracted by the game, and then completely forget to go finish my story. Yeah. So we're gonna make sure this time I finish my story that I should never have like separated. About my parents, right? Watching this, the whole parental advisory crap.
Oh yeah, that was a way ago.
I was gonna say like I would love this to be something my family could watch, and like I think my parents would enjoy it. I think your family, your parents, all them would enjoy it.
My brothers would love it.
Right? And I just think it'd be super cool to be like, yo, like we don't see you guys like super often. Instead of, calling you up on the phone and having an awkward 10-minute conversation with you, why don't you listen to our awkward 60-minute podcast where we talk to each other and you can listen?
Well, this is how our generation journals.
Honestly,
so this is basically just our diary.
Vlogging, blogging, pogging, podcast.
Why does pogging sound dirty?
Because if you look on Urban Dictionary, the definition of... actually, do it, dude.
Now I gotta pull it up.
Okay, I'll distract.
We promised we weren't gonna look anything up, but there's like a literal waiver for Urban Dictionary.
Honestly, it's in the bylaws. Right here it says Urban Dictionary is an exception.
Holy
to
shit!
this
When
law.
did you draw those up?
When is this video coming out?
I don't know yet, but I'm not reading that on the air.
What? I don't know what the first word is.
The first word's the.
Again, I don't know what that is, and I don't think I want to know what that
You
is.
talking about that word there?
Yeah,
It's right there. But like
Tell
the
me
left
what-
one.
Jeez, it's like, man, it's so much easier to visualize what you're pointing at when you're nude. Like, it's
Right?
incredible. Oh my word! I thought that was like, I thought that was a British term
maybe it is.
for like, oh shit, kind of like it was like a slang, you know.
Let's take a moment to go back and say, how would you even do that?
I just read the example sentence.
Get out of here, Bigsby.
I'm gonna pog you tonight after my bath, says Jamie.
I love a good pogging, says Finala.
I like a good pogging after my daily flogging.
After the bath, Jamie's lathered. Sorry. Anyhow.
So flogging is probably it's probably a more appropriate topic.
Here's a better one.
Oh?
Passion orange and guava juice, the perfect wingman.
Are you serious? Pogging. To finesse with POG, passion fruit orange guava.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good, actually. Like, I'm a man who likes his juice.
Look at the examples. Ted, I'm going to teach you how to live.
Yes! Tonight,
Paga.
I'm gonna teach you how to live, and it's gonna be, wait for it,
You missed... No. Legendary!
legendary! You ruined, dude, did you have to interrupt me there? I was trying to...
Now I feel bad.
I was trying to, like, wait and
But it's
pause
supposed
for
to be
emphasis.
legend and then wait for it.
You're right.
That's all miffed.
Oh, no.
Are we done with pogging? Because there's more examples.
No, we're done. I actually, I noticed in that long silence where I wasn't saying the word that I was the legendary word, not the pogging word.
Pogdary?
Pogdary. The wind kind of like blew and then it just dimmed down, and I thought it was a very cool effect. Hopefully the microphone picks it up. I'm, again, not entirely sure how this Yeti's gonna pick up everything in the room, or in the building, or outside the building. Because,
Or in my car?
Wait, someone's in your car. Was that someone sleeping? Is that
Yeah,
Jim. Your mom? Sorry,
That's my mom, Jim.
Your mom, Jim. Mama Jim.
Mama Jim.
Mama Jim, can I get some egg rolls, please? Just, I was.
Why is...
I know. I wanted to say.
We're going to avoid this conversation.
I wanted to say like egg bake or something, like some breakfast food, because I know your mother makes a mean breakfast.
She actually does. Actually, she makes decent egg rolls, really.
It really.
Yeah.
I've never made a homemade
That's
egg
the
roll
only
in my
thing
life.
she'll get close to Asian food, but like, because she loves it, but she can't cook it.
Mhm.
Like, I love my mother to death, but, and she agrees, she does not like cooking.
She agrees that she is a pancake. I wanted to say she's really white, but without being racist. Not. It's
You
not,
need
it's
to
not
cook
even
your
racist.
pancakes
It's not-
longer.
Sorry, she
Whiter than sour cream.
sour cream on pancakes. Not a bad option.
It's a bad option.
It's a very bad option.
However,
I
Cool
don't
Whip
recommend
gives you
it.
the same color.
Oh my! Where do you make
and
a
you
crepe?
actually enjoy... What?
You rolled up and make a crepe.
Well,
Depends how thick of a pancake you have.
crepes and pancakes are not... Crepes are not just really thin pancakes. They're not. There's a different batter, there's a different art style, there's a different form, there's different love that goes into them. In pancakes, you have a sweet, home-baked American love. In crepes, you have this French love, which is like love, except darker.
Are pancakes actually American? Or
Belgium.
should I... Don't quote you on this.
Don't quote me on this. Everything American. Haven't you seen the world?
Oh my goodness. I have. The world is round. It's very round. It's not flat, that's for sure.
What?
The world's not flat, Jake.
Whoa. Then how do you explain the government conspiracy about covering up the ice caps?
The Titanic removed the ice caps and essentially made the Earth flat theory.
That was the case, why is it if I pour water onto a balloon, it rolls off, but if I pour water onto a plate, it sits there?
That's honestly the best argument I've heard for flat earthing
The Earth
in
is
my
flat.
entire life.
The Earth is flat.
Like, literally, all the arguments I've heard are like, how can you prove it's round? Like, you can't see the whole Earth at once. You can't, like, if you, like, go 100 miles or so, like, you can't determine that the elevation change is truly based on the sphericity of the Earth. Like, it might just be mountainy or hilly in your area. Maybe it's really flat.
Yeah.
It's literally all redundant, like,
but the water,
truth-bearing arguments.
The concept that water would roll off and still have a round surface,
man.
Like, literally, the Earth has to be flat.
Oh, man, you're right. That changes my perspective.
The Earth has to be flat, and that's that.
And Samuel L. Jackson was a unicorn in a previous life.
And has never sworn.
He never swears. You kidding me?
Samuel L. Jackson doesn't swear.
He doesn't swear.
He's sick. He's really, really down and trodden about these really sad snakes on this really upset plane.
Like, he just...
It was actually really hard to get through that without...
I'm sitting there trying to comprehend what you're getting at, and I'm like, after like 3/4 of your sentence... I don't even know if that's a sentence or not. After 3/4 of that mumbo-jumbo rolled out, I'm like, oh, that's where he's going with this. Okay.
It's actually really hard to say.
That was impressive. That was impressive. Speaking of bringing things up and forgetting to finish my conclusion to the meaning, the window's open.
Oh, shit,
I'm really hoping that, like, the people, that you guys can hear that ambient wind sound. Maybe every once in a while a car starting up, driving past, people swearing, drunken laughter, birds hitting the rearview mirror, which is inside your car. So that'd be very impressive. There you go. And I just hope it's a nice natural sound, because we literally have to have that window open, or we are both going to have heat strokes.
It's a beautiful Midwestern summer day, but if we close that window, we suddenly become skeletons.
I don't even think our bones would remain intact, dude. I think we would completely disintegrate.
Melt. Just a puddle of carbon, tears, and a little bit of alcohol.
In summer. Oh, I'm a puddle.
That's right, Olaf. That's right.
The real snowman of our times. Frosty the snowman is actually better.
My god. Actually, let's seriously, what is better?
Comparative analysis.
Olaf or Frosty?
Olaf or Frosty? Oh my goodness.
Here's my argument for Olaf. First off, Olaf can sing better than Frosty. It has a higher range. Like, Frosty doesn't have a bad voice.
Yes he does. Don't even try to make it nice.
Olaf is a better sounding.
Mm-hmm.
His magic creation makes way more sense.
What is his? Like, he can just make things out of snow?
Like how he was created, like his origin story. Elsa's powers, literally, that makes way more sense between Elsa creating him than because we found this bowler hat.
A magic girl is way more believable than a magical hat.
You're right.
Even though magicians have been using hats for centuries.
Have you seen a magician without a girl? They've been using girls for centuries too.
They haven't been using them. You kidding me?
They're assisted.
Both sides are mutually consenting to the performance.
They are both in full agreement.
There you go.
But they are being utilized as willing and helpful.
Utilized any better?
Is it better or worse?
Oh my goodness.
But he's got a better voice. His creation story is better, and he seems a lot more helpful. And he doesn't try to lead children off to the end of the earth and to their doom.
See, the only argument I have for Frosty... Okay, 2 arguments for Frosty. One, he's like a classic. Like, his story's way older. He's the original talking snowman, as far as I know. Unless there's that one, Freezy, the magical snow person, who came out in, 1820 Russia or something. We can
assume that nothing before the 20th and 21st century was phrased as snow person.
Sorry, snow comrade.
Snow comrade. You win. You're right. You're right.
So if you don't eat all of the snow, if you don't eat this yellow snow right now, you're gonna be sent to the Eastern Front. You hear me right now? I can't do a Russian accent to save my life.
Eastern Front? Who are they fighting on the Eastern Front?
That's right, isn't it? East Russia would have been where Germany, in World War II.
Nope, that's West.
That is West. I'm thinking of Hogan's Heroes because they're in Germany talking about their Eastern Front. But
that makes really good sense.
Russia's Eastern Front. Who are they fighting? Is Mongolia up there?
Mongolia's south. So Eastern Front would be that's North Korea. Technically, is on their southeast corner. Otherwise, they're that's the strait going into Alaska.
You're right. That is Alaska. That's the Bering Strait. Is
So
that
back
correct?
in the 1820s, when they used abominable snow people to invade Alaska,
was still a thing, the Bering Strait was connected.
Actually, back in the 1820s, Russia would have still owned Alaska, so the Eastern Front would have been Canada.
Which at that time, was that French owned?
That was French.
Or was that still indigenous?
1820s would have still been French.
Still been French right there.
Yeah.
Alright, so Freezy had this
was
unbearable intolerance against French people, mainly because of their toast. Also because they thought pancakes were better than crepes. And that's why Freezy the Snowman got shut down.
Actually, let's make sure...
Because Freezy's opinion that pancakes were the delicious food was highly controversial in the time.
Especially in French territory.
Especially in French territory where everyone ate crepes.
So actually, not a lot of people know this, but Canada actually invented the crepes because they preferred pancakes.
That's true.
Which I disagree with, but they preferred pancakes. But if you make them thinner, you can make more of them. And food was really scarce back then.
And that's the same with babies. Like, you make thinner, smaller babies, you can have more babies to fill your house, or your car,
or your belly.
boat, or your boat. I don't know if that's any better, to be honest.
Why are you putting babies... Why are you filling a boat with babies?
Is there any, like...
The waves on the boat go splish, splish, splish.
Like, is there an age, like... Okay, if you have children someday...
Dear God, I hope not.
Is there going to be, like, an age that, like, you would wait for until you take them out on a boat ride? Or would you just, bring them out of the hospital, ferry them across the Bering Strait, all the way to Russia, where they can join their...
Leave them and come back?
Hey, I didn't say it. You're the one who said that.
I think, honestly, for me, as far as... I would play it by, like, their own development rate,
Oh, I suppose. Oh, my goodness. Development nowadays? Dude, freaking one of my coworkers was talking about, like, her kid must be, like, 10 months old or something, like, still crawling, can, like, kind of support himself, like, can't walk freely, but, like, kind of support himself on his legs. And this is only because... I think that's pretty early for, like, standing and walking, too. 10 months?
Yeah, that's pretty
early. That's relatively early. But it's because one of her friends has a baby who was walking at 8 months. Like, walking, like, running across the room. And that just freaks me out. What would you do if you saw, like, a, 20-inch child just, like, sprinting at you?
Well, that's Chucky,
at
so I don't
5 miles an hour across the floor. Like, it's super impressive. Like, I don't know if that's a development thing, that they just developed faster, or if that's, like, is that physical, or is that a mental thing?
I think it's a little bit of both. Because, like, if you ever watch, like, baby animals try walking, it's a lot more, like, mental understanding how the legs work.
Like, calves stand at, like, 5-10 minutes, don't they? Normally?
I've seen calves stand, like, less than a minute after.
They're, like, birthed onto their feet, and they just, like, sit there, like, where the heck am I? What just happened?
Where in the world is my hay?
Mom, is that you?
Mom, give me that tea.
Mom, milk me.
Milk me.
Milk me, baby. I mean, Mama,
yeah. Milk me, baby, Mama.
Lois, Mom.
Lois.
Mom.
Mama.
Oh, my word.
Baby animals can stand, like, I watched a video 5 minutes. The giraffe hit it was a baby giraffe.
No, it hit the ground because
they do. They're
so tall.
No, seriously, they have giraffes standing up.
I want to say,
they full 25 stories.
Part of me is like, I want to see a video of a giraffe giving birth. But that seems like a very strange thing to type into YouTube
about those furries. But no, seriously, oh my gosh. Like, the video started with the giraffe, like, hitting the ground. Like, that was like where it started, which is a very violent thing. Like, if you're born, like, if your first thing in life is falling 10 feet.
Speaking of getting dropped in your head as a baby.
Well, like, they always, like, in hospitals, you always see that they, like, slap them, like, make them take their first breath so they breathe, like, and start crying. Like, imagine that, but you just chuck them at the ground. That's how giraffes do it.
It's less work, technically.
It's using earth.
Because who are we kidding? After you give birth to something, you're not going to want to, like, take the effort to slap that kid around and make him breathe. No.
Especially if you're a giraffe. Like, you use your head to slap if you're a giraffe. It's all the way down there.
Swing that neck around. Like, can
Oh my gosh, they fight with them. They joust.
Is it 100 miles an hour?
Yes.
Don't quote me on
Don't
this.
quote me.
But it's like super fast, and then it's like pendulum, just bam.
Like literally the concussive noise. It sounds like a thunderclap. It's scary,
Dude. It's like freaking. No, shoot, not John Cena. Older
Hammer
wrestler. No.
There's a lot of wrestlers.
WWE, the dude, the man.
That
does the leg drop. The leg drop.
Oh, I don't know him WWE.
Blank. We'll edit it. When he does his leg drop and like
there'll be a picture in your bottom left corner.
There you go. No, don't give me more work than I already have. My gosh. Are you kidding me? But
like 2 seconds.
Does his leg drop and Hulk Hogan, is that right?
Yeah,
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan.
Yes. Not even gonna say the quote, because yes, it's Hulk Hogan. And like he
Quote
just
me.
fact check me. I dare you.
I double dog dare you.
watch Game Grumps, and I think this is back. I'm like just about to finish their Fire Red playthrough, which was like 5 years ago,
oh my
4 years ago, or something.
Didn't they take like a year break or something?
They did. They took a very long break, and I don't blame them because there's like 119 episodes or something like that, and it's like if you play that much Pokemon, that's like 2 or 3 days full. Like it's like 70 or 80 hours of Pokemon, and I'm like,
dream come true,
right?
But having to do it like as a thing and like make commentary and then edit it, like it's sometimes I just want to crack a beer, zone out, and just
play Animal
demolish
Crossing.
the entire population of Zubats.
Yeah. Yes. I wasn't sure how you were going to end that. I'm like, oh god, I'm going to have to do more editing.
Nope.
Oh no.
Nope, we're just going to catch every single Zubat in one Pokeball.
In one Pokeball.
Saving space.
Yeah, you're right. It's
I don't really care if they live or not.
Is that the Bidoofs?
Yeah, he does have Zubats and Bidoof, I think, from Rusty.
Rusty, there you go. Dorkly.
Dorkly's
Nice.
Dorkly's a Fire Red, or what do they actually call it?
Oh my god, I think it's just Rusty version.
It might just be Rusty. Yeah, I think it's Rusty version.
Oh my goodness.
But anyways, back to our giraffes.
Oh, the giraffes.
Like they fall like however tall a giraffe's back is.
However tall. Yeah, never mind. Continue.
And they hit the ground, and then they literally like just try standing up, and this giraffe was standing in like 5 minutes. He fell over so many times, which is a good testament for like endurance and believe in yourself and all that fun stuff. But like literally, they stand up so early. So I think babies, if they just believed in themselves a little more,
I think if the Earth was flat,
it is.
I think the giraffe could have stood up in the first minute. But since it's round, this giraffe's 4 legs are like on different levels, like different surfaces, elevations, and it's just having a little wobbly time. You can't get. Oh, don't
actually.
Don't
every
geometry
single person's legs are not equal lengths. So if the Earth was round, it'd be easier to stand up because it fit the curve. But every people's legs are at least an 8 or 16th of an inch different size.
Is that true?
I don't know. Look at the name of the podcast.
I know
a lot of people's are.
I know not for a fact, but I'm pretty darn sure mine are different lengths just because
I know
cross country.
I know my feet are different sized. Yeah. Like if you run a lot, you notice it.
Cross country in high school, like our coaches for a while were telling us to run on the same side of the road, like the whole time. And since these gravel roads are like, they kind of dip off towards the ditch.
That's why they tell you to do
the
it.
ditch. And so like you're always pounding that same leg on that same side of the road.
Which is why they tell you to stay on the same side.
Well, I think they wanted me to. Okay, so say we're running on the right side of the road down. There'd be like everyone practices together. So like once I was older and like relatively fast and all this stuff, I'd be like in one of the front packs. And on the way back, we have to be on that like
you're still
on the left side of the road now.
Yeah.
So that it'd be the same side we came up.
Yeah, so that way you're like the first time up, your right leg is off, and then when you come back, your left leg is off.
Okay, you're right.
That way you're running kind of like when you run on a track. You're supposed to run the first leg counterclockwise, and you're supposed to switch.
That's right.
It doesn't hurt your hip torque as much.
Yes, twerk, hip torque.
Your hip torque.
Twerk. No, I butchered that story. Sorry.
But no, like the leg difference.
That's okay. Sometimes like I'd always run on the right side of the road, no matter which way I'm facing.
Because cars.
Because cars. And because cars and planes and automobiles.
So I really like cock-watching that story.
No, it's.
Please continue.
That's exactly what though, and like after doing that for a while, like my legs, like my hip nowadays, like it'll just like sometimes just. It doesn't cramp, because bones don't really cramp, but, like, the joint kind of, like, like it almost like locks into a bad position. And I have to kind of like I have to take these awkward like wide sweeping steps to try to like thrust my
You look like
right
a pirate
hip
with a
forward.
peg leg. Just
Yeah.
Bum, bum,
And I'm
bum,
trying to
bum.
like pop it back into the perfect socket position,
You know a good way to fix that?
surgery.
Hulk Hogan leg drop.
Oh, there you go. I break my back so that my hip won't bother anymore because my back is the only thing I can focus on.
Well, if you break your spine, you can't feel your legs. So.
No, you're probably right. My word. But yeah, dude, cross country was the crap back in the day. I used to be able to. I think the farthest I ever ran was 10 miles at a decent pace. Like not like jogging and like taking breaks and walking in the middle of this. Like 10 miles, 9-minute pace, probably. Like not fast, but like it was an okay pace. And so the other
For
day,
those of you who run marathons, I'm sorry that sucks. For those of you who haven't left the couch in 2 days, yeah, he used to be great.
yeah, dude. For you people, oh, never mind. I was gonna say for our family who's listening to this, all you.
Our family's in the Hall of Fame for cross country. Let's stop
I
right
know.
there.
Let's not go there.
The most athletic of our generation makes our parents cry.
No.
The most athletic.
It's still crazy. Like at my high school back home, there's aunts and uncles that are still on the record
There's 6
board.
of them,
They've been
aren't there?
there for.
There's 6 different people that
I'm
hold
sure.
like
I'm
at
sure
least
there's
at least a dozen records.
It's crazy. Like all these names from the '60s, all these names from the 1800s. Like it's crazy.
Back when crepes didn't exist yet.
I know. I don't know how they could run and not carb load on crepes. Like how did they fuel themselves for that kind of
I literally
exercise?
found a way to blend crepes and put them in one of those hydration bladders. That way I can drink them as I run.
Oh my god, that sounds painful.
It wasn't
is
great,
thick.
but it's better than not having crepes.
For a little while, you said, what'd you say, hydration?
Bladder.
Bladder.
Like, that's what those backpacks are called.
I was thinking it's like a stadium pal with the thing on your calf, And I'm like, wait a second. Like, either A, he modified the stadium pal that used to be filled with urine into some sort of contraption that allowed him to drink crepes as he exercised. And then my second thought was, like, what are you doing? Pissing out crepe juice? Like, I was all sorts of lost.
Nope.
No. But yeah, the other day I went home, back to the good old small town life. I'm like, hey, it's a beautiful day. I got nothing going on. Let's try to run a mile. I think I made it 3/4 of a mile, and I was physically dead.
Oh, I know. We played.
Just absolutely drained. I had to walk the extra, like quarter mile home.
I know. We played soccer a couple days ago, and my legs are still cramped up. Like I can't.
Oh man.
If I try taking a step with my right leg, it like yells at me, and like I was trying to do a little more running to get balls and kind of trying to get a good exercise, and I was just like
trying to grow a pair by running, and it just. I couldn't do it. I couldn't man up.
And it's ridiculous. And then my mom, I remember the day my mom got the letter. It's like, hey, you're going to be inducted in the Nebraska Hall of Fame. Sorry, stick drop.
I know it's fine. No, I remember that. She was like, it's whatever, and you weren't you guys? I don't know if it's you or your dad or someone was like, no, you need to go to.
Me
this.
and it was one of my brothers.
Right,
Like, this is amazing, and she looked at she literally opened the letter because it said Nebraska Hall of Fame Sports Association whatever, and we're like, what is this for? And gave it to mom. She opened it up. She's like, cool. And she threw it on the counter and just kind of went back to cooking or went back
always
to...
cooking some fantastic egg rolls.
I don't know if she was cooking or... she was cleaning. We had something going on the next day, but we were all
cooking
cleaning.
or cleaning. Wow, yeah, okay. Just because women
that
don't do
woman,
anything else.
she does more work than any person I know in my life. And her cleaning is
true.
relaxing. She doesn't like doing it, but comparatively. But she literally read the letter and was like, cool. And just kind of chucked on the thing. And I'm like... This is a Hall of Fame. Granted, it's not like a U.S. Hall of Fame. It's still.
It's like I was like, mom, Lois,
Mom, Lois, Mom.
I don't know why I keep quoting Family
so
Guy
good.
when I literally.
I don't like the show, but I love
half a dozen
quoting it.
episodes. I'm not a huge fan.
But I love quoting it.
I've been told that if I need to go back and watch a lot of old movies because they make a lot of references.
If you don't get the references, the show sucks.
That's why the Star Wars episodes are super funny, because I understand those.
Yeah, if you get the references, they're amazing. But the same goes for South Park and a lot of those cringy shows.
True. Cringy shows. Hey, you calling South Park cringy? You came as my childhood. Timmy!
Suck my balls, Kyle.
You killed Kenny!
Duh.
I had to think about that one. Again, I'm not a huge fan of South Park. That kind of raunchy, that's really cool. Just making dumb joke humor.
Like, they're so on the nose, they're so obvious, but at the same time, it's like.
But there is one episode about Magic the Gathering, and it's like they called it cock magic because they had chickens playing the card game and just going at it, and it was like, Gadnuk, breaker of worlds, plays down his land, and it's like, oh, and now he taps 3 mana in order to cast Unrelenting Wizard, and it was absolutely hilarious.
I actually do like those references, and like, have you seen the Minecraft one?
I have not.
It's like so like all the kids in the town band together and somehow they get the parental lock for the TVs.
Oh no!
And they change the password for the parental lock to how do you tame a horse in Minecraft?
Oh, no.
And so then it proceeds the entire adult generation, like, studying and, like, getting involved in Minecraft. Like,
just trying to figure it out.
Because they want to watch their murder mystery shows, and, like, and the kids are like, that's too violent. And so they blocked them because they shouldn't, like, adults shouldn't be watching all this murder stuff. It's so violent.
Parental advisory right there.
Parental advisory.
Crap. Oh my goodness.
And so they like turn on the parental block, and it's like, the password is how do you tame a horse in Minecraft? And like they literally brought in like these experts as like instructors.
Yeah.
And like the high level people and the adults, like they're like the high, like top end adult Minecraft people couldn't tame a horse.
It's like Neil deGrasse Tyson and Stephen Hawking.
Dude, I think it was one of the famous
Brian
scientists.
Regan were all in there just trying to figure out Minecraft.
Let's be honest, Brian Regan probably would make a great castle.
One of the greatest minds of our times, dude.
Yeah, him or Pikachu.
Pikachu? Are you talking Ryan Reynolds? Or
Ryan
Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh my word, that was an okay movie.
I loved it, but it's only an amazing movie if you're a big Pokemon fan.
Is that the way? I think it's the exact opposite.
Really? I don't think it'll make people fans of the genre.
You know, I agree with that. I don't think people will be like, oh, Pokemon's so cool just because this Ryan Reynolds dude was voicing this detective mouse guy and they were doing things.
Yeah, I don't...
But, like, I feel like true Pokemon fans were kind of, like, I feel like a lot of people are like, this isn't Pokemon. Like, it's just really weird. It's, like, not what you're used to.
Well, there's that. But it is, like, a lot of, like, the big Pokemon fans, I think, are craving for, like, the next step, like, a more realistic feeling.
I suppose.
And there's a lot of, like, throwbacks. There, like, somebody clocked there was, like, 147 Easter eggs.
I think it might have been 150.
Like,
matching
it was
the Pokemon number.
151.
Gen 1. 151, yeah.
152. Let me see now.
Oh, you were yeah, okay. Yeah, you're a true Pokemon
Bird
fan.
type.
Bird type. He's a bird. Bird person.
But I think like those people, and I really like the references and kind of those touches. I'm really excited for the sequel though. Detective Pikachu and then District Attorney Eevee.
District Attorney Eevee. Honestly, if I can get some hot Eevee action. Sorry, I'm not allowed to say that.
We literally started the middle of the podcast with that.
Sorry, parental advisory going out at a minute. Oh dear.
I don't know.
This might see how long we've been podcasting for.
Wait.
54:57, excluding I don't know when we actually started. It's probably 15 seconds in, but it's almost been an hour. That's.
Oh, I know we're getting close. Yeah.
That's impressive. I'm surprised we kept up a very natural conversation. This long.
Yeah, no, this is actually going to be a great.
I'm excited for the series, dude. I am.
Is it a series?
Do you consider a podcast
a series of?
Like it's a TV shows or like series,
but
aren't they?
Like they usually like tie together. I'm never gonna reference this hour of my life ever again.
I'm never gonna say, don't quote me on that ever again.
Well, that's not true.
Don't quote me on that.
But like there's no continuation.
That's true.
Not a
like,
series.
You know, I know what you're saying. It's not like a progression.
I'm excited for this project.
That's a good way to put it. That's exactly what it is. I am super freaking pumped, dude. Like this is a brand new experience for me. Like. Honestly, there's a lot of days I am not a social butterfly at all. I just want to lay in my room, watch TV, eat Honey Nut Cheerios with fruit snacks in them. Don't find this weird, okay? Honey Nut Cheerios, just white milk. I almost said vanilla milk. Just white milk.
Vanilla milk's a real thing. It's different.
It's very good. But no, they just open a pack of Mott's fruit snacks, you dump them in, you kind of stir it all in there, and so good.
I have a question.
Yes.
What if you took like Fruity Dino Bites, and then the Mott's, and dropped it in there, kind of like a marshmallow, but different.
Okay.
And then you just took like liquid Jello and just poured that on there.
Whoa.
Now, if you can get over the diabetic coma, I think it'd be good.
I think you'd be better off. Like, I know you even said marshmallows. I think you meant, like, those chalky marshmallows that you find in Lucky Charms. But if you literally take, like, Fruity Pebbles or whatever, something like that.
Like a fruit-based one.
Yeah, and you take fruit snacks in there and just melt some marshmallows and butter and put it in there and make Rice Krispie bars out of that. It'd be like a spice cake with the gumdrops, the spice drops in there. But it'd be a Rice Krispie bar. And it'd be fruit snacks. And it'd be diabetes in a pan, or in a bowl, or in a bucket, or in the toilet, or in a pan. What else do you make Rice Krispie bars in?
I make it directly in my mouth.
Direct. You get all your ingredients. You get one funnel here for the Rice Krispies, one funnel here for the melted butter and marshmallows, and then you got this tub of sprinkles.
This is
just
also
ready
medieval
to
torture technique.
You've heard of waterboarding. Have you heard of Rice Krispie boarding?
Rice Krispie boarding. Let me tell you, it is effective.
Oh my god. You're gonna die happy, that's for sure. Like, is it really torture if you're going out in a glorious manner such as that? Like,
I don't know.
Is it really torture if you're dying with rainbows in your mouth and deliciousness?
I mean, if you're homophobic, maybe.
Oh my gosh. Hey, it's that month.
It is Pride Month.
There we go. Let's give them all a round of applause.
Like, absolutely.
There we go. Good support.
It doesn't matter if you agree with them or not. Like, the people who are of the LGBTQ, there's like a whole thing, and I apologize for those. I apologize, but LGBTQ plus. Like, whether you agree with them or not, they do deserve support and respect and our love.
Definitely.
Because, like, it's a hard thing to deal with. And there are definitely people out there who are homophobic and, like, bad people.
I mean, there's definitely some people who are just, like, they're not used to this. Like, I mean, okay, even me personally, I grew up Catholic. Also, am I allowed to say that? Okay, I grew up Catholic. I'm a pretty religious person. Like, that's not part of my religion at all. Like, I'm supposed to... I don't know if I'm supposed to be against it, but, like, I'm not really supposed to partake,
and this is
instance.
I think this is the difference. I think that people are like, that's bad, so you're a bad person. And that's not what any faith teaches. Not
true.
Right.
Like,
that's
faith
bad.
Is accepting.
Like, people will say that's bad, but I still love those people. And I'm not saying that is or is not bad. That's not what I'm saying. That's what the faith is supposed to teach. And so anybody who sits there and tries to tell any of you that you're bad people because what you do, just completely ignore them. They first off, the people they support, whether they claim a form of Christianity or any form of religion or just a mindset, if that's where they're claiming from, they're completely wrong. Studying the Bible inherently, and like the Bible or the Quran or the Torah, depending where you come from, like, they're just completely wrong. There's not hate. There's not anything associated with it. You guys are great people. We love you. Just let's everybody just be good people.
I mean, I'm pretty sure my faith would frown upon me sitting naked in my room recording a podcast about furries, but
it wouldn't be so bad if you didn't have such a massive erection.
You know, that really puts it over the edge. It just really tips the bucket, and that's
a sin bucket?
This bucket of sins. My bucket of sins is more like a barrel of sin. Oh my gosh.
Welcome to hell. Would you like a bucket of sin with that Happy Meal?
Can I get a double sin meal with extra fries and 2 buckets? Can you just make it 1 barrel? I think it's easier to kind of fit in the car. You can throw it right in the trunk. You know what I'm saying?
We're fresh out of fries, but we can give you a bucket of sorrow.
Oh, you know what? The sorrow that. You know what? I've got enough of that in my soul right now. I think I'll pass. Fried. Okay, I think I can fit a little more in here. I'll take 2.
I knew you'd be back.
I'll be back.
Not to detract from what we said like a minute ago, we really do support all y'all people.
Also, not trying to go against our philosophy of keeping this unpolitical. And controversial.
Let's keep this unpolitical, uncontroversial, unfurry,
religion, politics, oh my word. Also, the whole family-friendly thing. So
I think for the most part we've been fairly family-friendly.
Not half that.
Anymore though, this, our current cultures for what PG rating is now would not pass for PG rating.
Honestly, technically, was it PG-13 can have one F-bomb.
I hear that rumor. I don't know how true it is, but yeah, that's what they say.
Are there rules against like the innuendos and that kind of like that side of the scale?
I think the way it's designed is if the average kid wouldn't understand it, it's fair game.
Oh my gosh!
I think that's
so.
The way
You could just show a 10-year-old kid a straight up porno and label it PG. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, not with today's kids, but
oh, okay, you're actually right. That's. As much as I love today's society, I really don't like today's society.
I think that's the case for every person in every stage of society. I think no matter when you were...
Yeah, I grew up in the 1912s, and I really don't like modern society.
Grandpa, your society had polio and scoliosis ran amok it.
Your society had polio and no crepes. Are you kidding me? You
polio,
say you don't like this society?
Scoliosis.
Got that scolio, but I can't quite get the crepe recipe figured out.
That's because your spine looks like a crepe. Like all rolled up.
I mean, that'd be really severe scoliosis, because I mean, scoliosis is just kind of a bend.
It's just supposed to be like a little...
I don't think it's supposed to be rolled up, but...
It kind of looks like a baby bump at like 20 weeks old or so. Like a baby bump.
Oh, gotcha.
Like a pregnant baby bump.
Okay. I was thinking
I got a lot of friends that are pregnant. That's kind of my mind.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, this is a good lead-in. This can be the just final topic. We're wrapping around that hour mark.
Cat girls.
No, regular girls.
Neko?
But... No.
Kitsune?
Other
Senpai.
Japanese words?
Godzilla!
Zilla, no!
Anyways, as you were saying.
I think it's really strange that, like, I'm hitting that age, in the college years, where, like, these people that look to be my age, maybe younger. I'm like, they look like, God. It's just like these girls, right? And they're married and have kids, like, multiple kids, and I'm like, holy cow, am I just that far behind in life? Like, what's going on? It's so weird.
It's ridiculous. Like I literally, there was this girl I was doing volunteering a thing, whatever. I saw the girl, she was kind of cute, whatever. I was like, okay, I thought
she was cute.
I thought she was a year or two younger than me, whatever. I was like, okay, maybe we'll see if she wants to go to the bar or something like that. And I was gonna talk to her, and she was wearing a wedding ring,
right?
And I'm like, congratulations and all, but please leave some for the less than. The socially adept.
Please get a larger ring so I can see it before I my mind make up this whole conversation to talk to you in the scenario so I can get you downtown to the bars. Bars are downtown, not
so I can invite you downtown.
There you go, to the bars.
Actually, that's what happened. There's this girl in my one class that I literally I sat next to her this entire semester, last semester. And I was like, hey, she's kind of cute, whatever. And we kind of got along really, really well. And okay. I was like, maybe we should ask her out to dinner. And I went to ask her out. And as I was about to ask her out, her one friend's like, oh, congratulations on getting engaged. And I'm like, where's your ring? She wasn't wearing it. She hadn't worn it all semester.
Where's your ring? Where's your ring?
And I think it had something to do with the fact that it was getting resized and she was recently or something like that. But I I know we have rings for getting married, whatever. But y'all need to start wearing. We need to go back to going steady.
If you're married or engaged, you need to be wearing a veil.
I need a sign.
Here's your sign.
Preferably Braille.
Just go up. Hey. Sorry. Can I feel you? I mean, feel your sign.
I was going to the fact that I'm legally blind, but now it's creepy. So.
Ooh, speaking of your vision, we joke
and
about
that's all we
have. And I see that we're out of time now. Okay.
I don't.
No, so I'm just gonna.
But yeah, no. This culture, this generation, it's amazing. Age is progressing at a different rate.
I'm just so some of my coworkers that I would have imagined are early 20s. They're actually they have kids that are almost 20, and I'm like. I think it's just that weird stage of going out of high school and into the adult world. We're now all adults, not all adults, but relatively 20 to 40 even probably. It's just kind of this pool where it's you guys are all kind of my age,
a young adult.
Exactly, you guys could all be my buddies. We could all hang out. Even if you're 10 years older than me, it's it's not
kind of the same thing.
But in high school, it's if you're a senior in high school, you're not associating with juniors or sophomore, not that strict, especially in a small school, but like...
Well, yeah, but like in other...
know what I mean?
Where that one person we know graduated from with like 1,200 people in their graduating class.
Oh my gosh.
Like, you didn't even socialize with a quarter of your class.
Right. And then...
there was a massive, like, stigma about socializing, fraternizing people below you, in grade-wise, not that they're inferiors. Fresh meat! Fresh meat!
But no, especially now that we're out of high school, it's like you look back on the kids who are, like, kids that were, like, in high school with me, and they're still in high school now. I look back and I'm like, you're a kid. Like, not trying to, like, sound like I'm all high and mighty for being graduated and having my high school diploma. But it's just, like, they just seem so much younger. And it's like, this is weird to hang out with you people. Like, not that, like, I don't enjoy your company, but, like, it's, like... It's not bad enough to be considered like pedophilia or whatever.
Pedophile.
Yeah, it's definitely not that bad, especially if your friends
literally
like,
the worst thing
up,
you can do.
But
top 3 worst things you can do.
Oh man, murder, pedophilia,
and then I would say like sexual harassment, like yeah.
I was gonna say eating cranberries without like that Jello sauce with it, but it's that too. Yep, there's 4. There's the top 4 things. We'll take it or leave it.
Realistically, one of those does not fit as well as the others, and it's probably murder.
I mean,
it's probably murder.
Murder. Some people deserved it. That's going to get dark.
How many of these people?
Yeah, and the other thing I just wanted to mention here is, I don't know if it's where I grew up or just like the Midwest or what it is, but all of these people, these kids, like when I'm in high school, I'm like, okay, say, even right now, I'm in college, and there's, like, you watch, like, national news, and it's like, oh, this, like, 14-year-old basketball star, like, this 12-year-old volunteered at this humane society, and they look older than me, and I'm like, where do you grow these children? Like, it's crazy.
Quit using the fertile... It's genetic engineering. It's GMOs.
It's just like mixing the apple seeds with the cranberry.
That's not what you said.
I think I said cranberry.
Nope.
Apple seeds?
Nope.
I said fish blood.
Nope. Yep.
I said fish blood.
Specifically.
Goldfish blood. And it was cranberry juice. Pomegranate juice. It's like doing that, but injecting it into a 10-year-old child and making them look 20. And I just find that crazy.
Well, and the weird thing is, like, they hit that age. Like, like honestly, it's like 14 or 16. Like, there's a girl, like, and not me personally, but like I know a friend who was like, hey, do you guys know that girl's story? I'm like, yeah, she's 16. And
yeah,
like,
she's my friend's little sister.
And like literally, it's like, oh my gosh, that's so bad because they don't look it.
Right?
They literally look in their 20s, and it's like, this is why we ask. I always ID before I talk to somebody.
Where's your sign for crying out loud?
Everyone needs a name tag.
Everybody.
But once they hit that, like, oh, you look 21, they stay.
Yes, definitely. For like many years until you become like middle age.
I saw that girl. I know a couple of people, and like women pull off this age thing way different. Men, we always look 12.
Yeah,
like you're either fully bearded, you're either like gray Snow White hair.
You're going with the beard thing too.
You're either gray Snow White hair and like 80. You're fully bearded. You're probably looking in your 40s, or you're clean shaven and you're 12.
That's very true.
Like women, y'all have this amazing feature.
Women, when you're clean shaven, you look 20. When you're fully bearded, you look 20.
And dwarvish.
And yeah, well,
actually, female dwarves do have beards.
Do they? I did not know. I don't know the lore.
I think the difference, if you follow like Tolkien lore, I think the difference is they don't have mustaches.
Mm. Are there any female dwarves in Lord of the Rings? Or the
I
Hobbit?
don't remember any shown, but it also was female dwarves. From what I know of the written lore, you can't tell that like humans and elves too are very unable to tell the difference because male and female dwarves are both very combat heavy. They're very they're both hairy and bearded. So it's like they have different standards of what masculine and feminine is.
It's kind of like sponges that they're all like that. Androgynous sex,
no, they're still very different stuff, but
no, because dwarves were born from rock, right? Isn't that the Tolkien?
I think Tolkien and like other lores have them created through like jewel sparks and
on the 7th day. Dwarves were created from rock, and that's the way it was.
Usually, if like a fire and rock and something like that, usually it's kind of where that smithing and blacksmithing blood comes from.
Nice.
But yeah, it's just amazing. Like for whatever reason, people have grown this thing where it's harder to tell the age apart. And, like, even professional bartenders who used to be able to do this whole, oh, yeah, you're 21, you're 29, you're 30, like, whatever. Even them, like,
you have to card everybody
BuzzFeed and those type of places have been doing more of those fun, like, can you ID? And, like, it's getting harder every year.
My like, 46-year-old coworker got carded at the bar the other day because I think he just recently shaved, and so he looked 12. Yeah. And so they carded him.
I saw an 85-year-old girl get carded the other day.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, I know people who do it.
Just to, like...
It's just a compliment. And, like, people will be like, oh, that's so sweet. And the other ones will go flip off. Like, just flip out. They're like, I'm clearly older. Are you kidding me? It's like, it was a compliment.
I've been drinking since I was 7. Are you kidding me? Just because I'm 20 now doesn't mean it's a
now I feel attacked.
Oh, boy.
But no, like, culture's
culture,
changing.
It's an unwieldy bitch. I'll tell you that. It's constantly changing, revolving.
I need that on a throw pillow. Culture's an unwieldy bitch.
Oh my goodness. It's crazy how the world...
Can that be the tagline?
Tagline. There's going to be like 10 different titles to this episode. Just the thumbnail is just like a paragraph of like all these random
It's just a collage.
Quotes. It's the entire script of the podcast. Just like printed. Not even like in like novel form. It's just like a random like circle like radiating from the center from the first word we said, which was insert word here. And on that,
clue.
I think we did a good job. We brought it back full circle, back to the beginning.
It's probably more like a fucking loppy ass.
We brought this flat. We brought this across the plane. Never did connect because it's flat. Exactly.
Vaccinate your kids.
And
I'll play with the first one. I won't play with the second one.
You're absolutely right.
The first one doesn't hurt nobody.
The first one won't give me polio and scoliosis.
The second one will give me...
Because that's how scoliosis works.
Poliosis.
Goodbye.
Are we going to end every episode with the poem?
We were! Oh my goodness. Okay. How about this?
Just put you on the spot.
I love you. You may or may not love me. We're all happy until I realize you're only 13. Bye.
We really talked about pedophilia as a bad thing?
Shh. Just smile and wave. The camera can see you.